Well. How you guys been? I've been off of the internet for like the last week. A lot's going on in my life. Pissed my job off. They're not happy with me. Had a really rough time with that. Yeah, I'm not really going to get into the specifics with my job. I can't anyway. I work cybersecurity and support, and there is a lot to it. And when you work in a corporate environment, sometimes people take things out of context, and that's that, you know. I'm just trying to keep my life together before it falls apart. And yeah, you really got to watch what you say in corporate environments because things can get misconstrued. And apparently, and I didn't know this about where I work, they are excellent, and I never want to bring this up again. So forget that I said anything. Done. Yeah, I need the money. I need to keep my life afloat. I need to keep this apartment. I need to be a father to my kids, and yeah. But I am an underground MC. These two worlds didn't collide. None of my rapidy raps made it anywhere specific. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. You just got to remember that some people have very sensitive temperaments to certain things, and what you might find funny, another person might take as a cruelty or not funny, or, you know, it's just not a good situation all around. But what I'm trying to get into is freedom of speech. I think you should be able to call anybody a name. Stupid, for example. This is really starting out great. Yeah, you really should be able to say what you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody. So, with that said, Afroman is a person who was essentially attacked by the police in a weird way. I don't really know specifically what happened. I don't know all the deets, but one thing that I will say is that if you are going to raid somebody's home, if you're the police, you should probably have it on good authority of what's actually going on there. And if you erroneously raid somebody's home, you shouldn't break a gate or a door. You shouldn't go through all their shit if the crime that you're looking for there hasn't been committed. And you shouldn't steal money from the residence that you just got into. That's what Afroman is up against. Now, I know Afroman is a good dude. I've actually met him briefly. I opened up for him in Hartford. I can't remember the year, probably like 2008 or 2009. Didn't have a huge interaction with him, but he is just an artist doing his thing. He got success early. You know, I think the first time I heard of him was like 2001. Who doesn't know 'Cause I Got High? That song is a banger. I remember laughing with my friends about how awesome that is. La da 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 da. 'Cause I got high, because I got high, because I got high. Yeah, da 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 da. Classic, amazing stuff. Yeah, I grew up. He was a character when I was growing up, man, and you know, a good person. He didn't deserve what what he got, what befelled him, I wanted to say. I think that even if he was, you know, I don't know the specific details of everything, and I kind of just wanted to comb over it with you and look at what's available, because to fast forward, the cops tried to sue him for defamation because they know that he's a successful MC. You know, he's got his money. The thing that I'm learning is, though, even though he's able to be a big success as an entertainer, no one's on easy street in life. You know, a lot of these guys who make a killing in rap, like a Jay-Z or an Eminem or a Kanye West or these guys, they can just stop. They can just stop what they're doing, and then that's it. You know, they can just be like, I'm not doing rap anymore, and I'm just going to live off all the millions that I created for myself. I don't think Afroman is in that pocket. You know, I think a lot of working MCs, they have to keep grinding, like an Afroman or somebody who's like an Apathy or a Vinny Paz or these guys. None of these guys are on easy street. They suffer for their art. They're real artists. They do it regardless of the rewards or whatever. You know, it's not about the money for these guys. They get money for it, but it's not. It's not about the money for me either, though I want it. Come on. Where's the money? That's what I want to know. Come on, YouTube. Let me get some subs. Yeah, if you're watching, please like, subscribe, sub. We're going to get into it now. We're going to check it out. Here we go. This is one of the police officers that absolutely demolished the dude's house for no reason. This is one of those reaction channels, so I'm just going to get into it with you here.
What fact about you that receding hairline or refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
I mean, there's a picture of me, and let's see here, talking about see, I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack alone in my house. I find that pretty insulting.
So that's that statement as well.
So right away, like what's going on is it's a defamation case. So what they're trying to establish is that Afroman did something wrong and defamed them. Now, something I'm going to say that might make somebody somewhere cringe is I had a cheating ex-wife. And I put it out in public that she cheated on me. And I was like, I want out of this marriage. I don't like this stuff. She had the audacity to be like, don't tell people I cheated on you. Don't tell people I cheated on you. That's defamation. It's not defamation if it's true. So far, what I heard is dude's got a receding hairline and he wouldn't trust him with like meth in his house or whatever. That's speculation, and that's I mean, look at this. I think it would be pretty hard to sue somebody. Like, I've got a full head of hair. I've been blessed. I'm not losing it. It seems to grow in luscious. I was going to grow it long, but then after some awkward stuff at work, I decided to get it cut. And I don't think if me, with my beautiful coif, if somebody were to say like, oh, he's bald, and they put it in a song, that's not defamation of character or whatever. It's just accurate, you know? And I don't think Afroman said anything that was, you know, he did use some hyperbole and stuff, but it's true. These guys broke into his house, and this guy's acting like he's a victim because they want the moolah. They want the casheroony Duchlios over here.
I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why we're trying to find.
You keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you, it's not singular. It's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is one is receding hairline,
yep,
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
The Afroman trial.
Yeah, this is embarrassing because the community already didn't trust it. Like, if you want to be trusted, you have to be trustworthy. If you break trust, that's it. Busting into somebody's house, breaking down the door, and then acting like, oh, poor me, I'm the victim. That's not going to get you the results that you're looking for with the community. This guy right here knew that what he was doing. He went there. I don't know who on the crew cut the cameras, but somebody did. I mean, this whole thing is wacky, man. I'm really happy to report that none of them prevailed. All of them were dismissed. The Afroman doesn't have to pay a fine. And for real, he's probably going to countersue to get his money back because the lawyer that he used was not cheap. I'm sure.
It's flat out bonkers, everybody.
Yep,
Sean, you
bonkers.
were,
That's a good way.
Called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman.
Officer Pound Cake.
Received hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
So that's great. I mean, come on, man. Pound Cake showed up. You can eat it, right? How is that defamation? That's not defamation. You got made fun of in a song, and the public thinks you're a goof too. And what they decided to do was throw it at you, B. You got Pound Cake. That's you. Officer Pound Cake.
And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
Not only did the cops get made fun of by the artist, but he made songs about them.
And the more lies, outrageous lies you tell about them, the more money you can make, right?
Fact, they never should have came to my house in the first place. Fact, if they hadn't have came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career. All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault.
Yeah.
And they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
He's kind of shaking during this. His delivery is like, you see how he stumbled over his words? I do that when I get nervous. You know, sometimes I get nervous doing this YouTube thing. I just do. It happens. You know, I look at the situation and it's nobody's watching right now, or I'm not even looking at the statistics or whatever, but you know, it's nerve-wracking to public speak when everybody's looking at you. And this is an MC. This is a rapper, man. He's a anointed MC in the game, and the dude is, you know, out of his element, out of his depth as far as what he should be doing with himself. He's supposed to be entertaining people. He's not supposed to be up here explaining how he's the victim, but yeah, they're really trying to paint him as if, I'm glad they went into my house illegally and searched and were completely not culpable and didn't fix anything that they broke. This guy is a legend. Respect to him. Let's get into it.
So what they did, searching your house, gave you the right to do everything you...
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech,
Yes.
After they run around my house with guns and kick down my door,
Yes.
I got the right to kick a can in my backyard,
Yep.
use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. And I think I'm a sport for doing so.
Yeah.
Because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors,
Right.
flip them off on their surveillance cameras,
Yep.
then try to play the victim and sue them.
Yeah.
Here was the
Yeah, that's the thing is he's completely in the right about that. He can use his freedom of speech. It's not defamation to say the truth. It just isn't. Like, my ex-wife cheated on me. And that's the reason I got divorced from her. Go ahead and sue me. It doesn't matter. It's the truth. And suing somebody doesn't hide the truth away. Let's see what the YouTube sponsors is going to say.
genius lyricist himself explaining why he is allowed to do so. For the cops,
He looks like he regrets being part of this now that it's public and happening.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mr. Eastep, I'd like to take the screen in front of you. You're going to see what's been marked Defense Exhibit C.
Is that Butterbean?
Have you seen that post?
Yes.
And
Look at the
that's
comments.
Singular post that Mr. Foreman made in reference to you, correct?
Sugar Lee
Where
Hooper.
you were called, and I quote, Colonel King Kong Bundy.
Yes.
King Kong Bundy was a wrestler, correct?
Yes.
Damn good one, correct?
The damn good
I don't know
one.
about that.
they have been made a mockery of by
Yes.
Afroman.
The
Absolutely.
defamation statement is that he said he had sex
And they
with...
deserved it. I can't drive that home enough. We're going to spend an hour just being like, they deserved it.
your wife.
Yes.
Oh.
Correct.
This guy's great.
Damn good
All
one.
right,
About
so the
that.
They have
Butterbean.
been made a mockery of by Afroman.
Yep,
The
absolutely.
defamation statement is that he said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
Yeah.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
He just blew the case. This is why it's going to go down as one of the funniest goddamn trials that have ever happened, because that just blew his case. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? This is called a defamation case, a defamation of character, making you famous for something that's not going on. I don't know. What a dummy. Dude, that's when you're supposed to say, no. No, that is not happening. It's a lie. That's the defamation. You can't even stick to your own bullshit. You dumb fuck. Come sue me, you dumb fuckhead.
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said you don't know.
I've been with that woman since middle school. I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there.
Yeah.
And it's a problem.
Yes.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of?
What the fuck? Dude, do you not understand the purpose of your own lawsuit? Look how dumb he is. He's just looking at him like... See if I can match. Yeah, that's dumb, dude. You're married. You know your wife's not cheating on you. You should say such. Do you really want to go there? He's going to say that, right?
Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
Let's pause here. I think this may be the greatest trial that I have ever come across because
that was a ridiculous moment.
It is producing nothing but banger.
Mr. Foreman posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with other women.
Good for her.
He used other words.
Good for her.
She ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Eating, blah, 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 over and over, thousands of times on the internet. Mm-hmm. People saw it. People laughed. People
I'm laughing now.
Out of state. But people here in Adams County would sometimes yell at her when they saw her. Hey, Lisa Lickumlow.
That's funny.
Phillips.
After banger.
So who is Sean Grooms?
Sean Grooms is one of the police officers suing me. In the deposition, he said that he got a divorce because of me. My attorney reached out to his ex-wife, and come to find out, he actually got a divorce because he was having sex with like meth head, crackhead women on duty. He was given.
This is wild. Oh my God. I'm glad we're spending some time on this. Afroman, you are a king, dude. I am so glad that you put these people in their place. That makes me so happy that you win. Oh my God. That's great. That's great. So we talked to the ex-wife. Like, why'd you get divorced? Oh, he was having sex with crackheads.
What I call penis plea deals.
Let's back it up.
Because of me, my attorney reached out to his ex-wife, and come to find out, he actually got a divorce because he was having sex with like meth head, crackhead women on duty.
Yeah,
he was given what I call penis plea deals.
All right. Jesus.
Explain that to me.
I had recently got divorced.
Yeah.
Did she divorce you solely because of this?
Not solely, but
What did...
So I went through a divorce, and it was one of the most heart-wrenching and sad things that I think happened in my life. And the saddest part to me is that everybody else didn't give a shit. My ex-wife didn't give a shit. My kids didn't really give a shit. It was all just like, well, business as usual. And I'm like, but we got married to not get divorced, and to me it was sad. So I kind of understand where this guy is at feelings-wise, but you were also being shitty on a team that was shitty. If you had been the one guy to apologize to Afroman, like, hey, I'm sorry that we had the wrong situation on you or the wrong read, I'm sure you could have been spared, but you busted into the guy's house, man. His house. You guys had guns. From what I understand, dude's got children. And I guess Afroman's ex-wife was hanging out there. I mean, I wish I had that kind of a relationship with any of my exes. You know, still hanging out at the house and shit. You know, I don't have that level of trust. God bless you if you got that in your life. God bless you. But this guy with his arms folded in front of him clearly does not have that. This sadness right here. Look at that sad punum. But yeah, if I were to be like, oh, my marriage fell apart because of Kelly and her cheating or whatever, I mean, that's part of it, but it's not like I was being Brad Pitt with the six-pack abs and the $1 million income or something. I had a hand to play in it too. It takes two people to be shitty in a marriage, you know? A shitty marriage isn't the fault of just one person. It's two people together. And to try to be like, I got divorced because Afroman's making fun of me on the internet. Yeah, you cooked, bro. And now you guys are opened up to countersuits. That's something that you got to remember. Afroman has the ability to sue him back. He might want to put this to bed. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that if I were him.
She said exactly
whatever.
that this played into the divorce.
She was tired of hearing about it. People asking her,
there we go,
her husband a thief, and how could he do something like this?
After banger.
You posted videos about Brian Newland doing hard drugs and snitching on his friend, and you posted those based on rumors.
I did.
We can look at your deposition, but before you argue with me,
yeah, I did.
That you made those allegations based on rumors you said you heard.
It's a fact. William Newland is a convicted pedophile, and
Yo, that's a lot, bro. I didn't know. All I knew from this, right, because I was so busy with my day job and stuff this week, I had no time to put up any clips or anything. Yeah. I didn't know that a pedophile was involved in this shit. And the guy said he's a convicted pedophile, so that's that.
And Brian Newland is his brother. After I zeroed in on Brian, I asked about him.
His brother's
find
pedophile.
out he's a large statutory rapist that has sex with all kind of underage girls. He buys them beers and gets them drunk.
What?
That's probably the reason he had to leave the Adams County Sheriff Department, because he beats up his wife and he messed with underage girls, and he had to get out of town and go get a job in Northwood.
All right.
I mean this sincerely. I cannot believe what I am watching. I truly cannot believe we are taking this in together.
I know, this is wild.
What exactly is the backstory here? Afroman, real name Joseph Foreman, is being sued by Adams County Sheriff's deputies because they claim he used their likeness without their approval. His attorneys argue this is a case.
So I am a little confused about what the law is on that, because there's no expectation of privacy in public. Like, and you can see these First Amendment auditor people on YouTube. God bless them, by the way. They are freedom of speech people. Like, they're needed in this country. They can stand on any sidewalk and people get mad because it's like, oh, you guy's following me with his camera. It's like, well, yeah, he gets to do that because we have, the Constitution in this country. And, yeah, you've got no expectation of privacy in public, but they were in his home. They were there legally because they had a zoomed out. There's all these hand gestures for this webcam. Let's do this again. Come on. Whatever. Yeah, so there's all these legal protections as far as how things work, as far as, like, there's no expectation of privacy in public. How does that work if they're executing a legal warrant in your house? It's still your house. I would assume that you can just film in your house regardless, right? Like, no matter what, it's what you do. You just have, I got cameras in my shit. So I own I rent this place, but, the premises is mine. Legally, in a legal foothold. So I don't know how that works, but yeah, I think you're free and clear, man. I think you can just use the footage, right?
Pertaining to the First Amendment, freedom of speech. It stems from a raid on his home in the year 2022. Now, he used the raid footage in music videos that he posted online, specifically his YouTube channel, which you all should go subscribe to.
Yeah.
He wants to reach 1 million subs. The officers got a warrant for alleged drug trafficking. The neighbors would notify him that the cops surrounded his property while he was in Chicago, Illinois. He said there was significant damage done to his house, including the breaking down of a door, glass breaking, plus somehow there was $400 missing. In addition, they would disconnect.
Of course there was. So you can't say that all cops do this because it's not all cops. But some of these dudes will cherry pick you. You know, they'll be like, I remember I was living in New York City during the stop and frisk era, and I was walking with money in my pocket. And, you know, I mentioned to my buddy Mark that I was living with at the time that I had a bunch of money with me. So I made a joke like, we're safer in numbers. We'll hide our numbers. I was making some Star Wars reference. You know, we walk in single file to hide our numbers. And he was like, bro, if you get patted down, they can just take your money. How much do you have? I think it was over $500. He's like, yep. They can be like, oh, you can buy drugs with that. Yoink. Even though it was legal, tender, mine, cops do that. They cherry pick. They go, oh, we can take from you now. And what the hell? Is it going to end up in an evidence locker? And it never happened to me specifically. But yeah, New York City living, man. I heard stories of that happening, and I mean, it's happening here. $400 missing on top of everything else. That is a pile of shit.
His security cameras. Afroman thus did what he does best, write really funny songs. He would call out Ryan Walters as an SOB, ask the cops, will you help rebuild my door? Hilariously title another, why are you disconnecting my camera? And as we saw previously with another cop, he'd label it lemon pound cake via defector. Suffice to say, the cops did not enjoy having Afroman make a bunch of songs clowning on them with actual footage from their failed raid to boot. And so they did what cops always do, make the situation worse. The Adams County Police Department then decided to sue Afroman for defamation. The next paragraph.
So, but they lost, so now he can countersue. That's, I think, what we're going to get into after this video.
Is the most
I want to see
important
the legalities of it.
This suit is certain to just make things worse for the department. Afroman's videos may have gone viral, but they were mostly contained. Their reach outside of the initial wave of virality more than likely limited to Cincinnati, its surrounding areas, and whatever colleges at which Afroman goes around performing. But the trial has brought all new visibility to these videos, putting Afroman on the brink of going platinum again. Yeah. There is no winning here for the cops, no matter how many distressed tears you try to pull out of these officers.
Right.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna give you like a douche, Leo. TYT Sports, 1.43 million subscribers. I don't know, man. I don't think that this is like one of those channels where it's like, oh, there's 20 of us and we all do it together and we split the wealth, which is cool. I'd like to be part of a networked channel sometime, but let's see. Lawyer reacts. We'll try that. Lawyer reacts to Afroman. See if we can get... Oh, I love this dude. Bruce Rivers, he's a criminal lawyer. What'd he do? What do you think? We'll do the 16-minute one.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to
all the self-snitching. This channel's great. Fuck, who was he laughing at? Andrew Tate, that fucking dork. Sorry. I know I'm supposed to try to keep it clean because I am on the air. We're not on the FCC stuff, but for real, just that guy is a fuckhead. I don't care. Andrew Tate takes advantage of people in a way that is so disgusting to me because I am a person that has struggled with my identity as a man. It's a part of being a dude. Every guy goes through feeling not confident when you have every reason in the world to be confident. And Andrew, I don't know why I'm going on the Andrew Tate tangent other than this channel has covered it and this is where I first heard of this dude. That's so evil. It's so evil. There are a lot of guys who they just didn't have a good hand in life. And Andrew Tate set him up to be like, pay me $100 a month and you'll be a top G. And this guy completely tore apart all the self-snitching that Andrew Tate has done. And I can't believe that guy's not in jail. That guy is a creep to the fullest extent of that definition. And yeah, I really hope Andrew Tate pays for his crimes, man. He's gross. But anyway, let's get back to Bruce Rivers.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. Today we're reacting to Afroman.
Yeah.
Remember, he did that song, Because I Got High, which I love. I see
it's a great
that
song.
on, like, memes, reels from time to time. But we're reacting to Will You Help Repair My Door? Well, before we get to that, actually, we are sponsored by eSign.com.
Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop.
Had his house searched.
Yep, he had his house
police
searched.
in Ohio. They executed a search warrant, and they were looking for evidence of...
Let me read this out loud here. Let me move Aduchlio up here for a sec. The lawsuit stems from a search of Foreman's home on August 21st, 2022, which was conducted with a lawfully issued search warrant, according to a March 13th complaint. A photo of the warrant shared by the local Fox affiliate, but has not been independently verified by CBS News. Evidence of marijuana and drug paraphernalia related to drug possession and trafficking, as well as kidnapping. So, yeah, they know the dude smokes weed. You know? I just got to know for a fact. Let me check it. Is weed legal in Ohio? Yes, recreational model. Okay. And that was a year. Okay, so that was 2022, and then in 2023 it got legalized. So this is all moot anyway. It would have been something that was like thrown out.
Drug trafficking, basically marijuana and drug paraphernalia, and also evidence of kidnapping. And some claims. We'll talk about the claims, but let's kind of watch the video. We'll react to the video, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the complaint and what's
this
valid
guy's
and
got
what's
a
not.
really good legal
Some of the
mind.
stuff is pretty funny.
So I'm going to listen here.
Will you help repair my door? They always come in with their vests on, guns out.
Yep, vests on, guns out.
Now, so far at the beginning of this, there isn't any. You don't see any faces.
Will you help me repair my game?
Banger.
Will you help me repair my door?
Why would you do that to the door,
Now,
though?
when cops, they don't announce, generally speaking. I mean, they can announce, there's two types of warrants, actually. So you can have a daytime warrant where they have to tell you who they, or you can have a no-knock warrant. And you can have a warrant, that is restrictive in terms of time, or you can have, a nighttime warrant. And in this case, it looks like a no-knock warrant, and they just bash the door down.
Looking for, will you help me repair?
I don't want to get popped.
Protrusion of his vest that he probably could go for some lemon pound cake. He probably just had a whole piece himself. See the lemon pound cake under the glass. I mean, it looks like a nice house. It looks like, he's got some lemon pound cake, and this cop is really eyeing that lemon pound cake.
You wanna take, there must be a big mistake.
Hell yeah.
Would you like to have...
I'm getting popped, but who cares? This is all
Then they bring it
promotional
into
anyway.
a judge, and the judge signs it. Now, it can't be stale. It has to, and there has to be a nexus between what is being searched and the items searched. So, they have to have some credible statement from some witness saying that somebody is being kidnapped and that there are drugs there. And generally they do this by informants, and it can be a confidential, reliable informant.
Yeah, for real. I wonder who was in the camp of Afroman and went to the the thing is fishy in that capacity, because it's kind of public knowledge that Afroman smokes pot. I don't think you really have to go out on any kind of a limb to establish that a guy who wrote a song called "'Cause I Got High" legitimately smokes weed. I don't think that's going too far out there.
Which means they've snitched in the past and they've proved their reliability, or it can be just a confidential informant, or it can be a confidential arrested informant. In the latter two, they have to have something to corroborate what they're saying. You can't just go by their word alone.
Are you kidding? I make my money rapping. Why does the warrant say narcotics? Well, I know narcotics, but why kidnapping?
I know.
Let me ask you something.
He's a great artist, man.
Any kidnapping victims inside my suit pockets? Are there?
So one of the other things that cops do is they rip apart everything.
Yep.
And they love doing that. They love you know, it's them versus us sometimes, you know.
Oh, fuck it. You know, if I get popped for the song in this one, Afroman gets the money. And we're talking, I get like 16 to 20 views on these things right now. So who cares? It doesn't matter. But yeah, man. I mean, it's not so much that they did it to me. It's how they treated him afterwards. That's the thing that's fucked up. And the whole thing is a Barbra Streisand effect. I don't really know the full story with Barbra Streisand, but she was trying to sue to make some embarrassment go away. And everybody was like, oh, yeah? What are you doing? What? Oh, and they completely got in her business. So, yeah, this is a case of the Barbra Streisand effect more than anything.
Some cops just have a contempt for anybody that comes in their path.
Yeah.
And they feel like they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Correct.
Any kidnapping victims inside my suit pockets?
Look at that collection of clothes. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, he's got a good life, man.
Cops need to stop it. There are no kidnapping victims in my suit pockets. Let me ask you another question.
I wonder where Afroman was during this. I wonder if he was down the street or if he was, like, where was he? Was he on tour? That's kind of a big quotient to this, too. It's like, how does he have kidnapping victims if the dude isn't even in his house?
Is there 1,000 pounds of weed in my suit pockets?
See, they're going through each, you know, depending upon what I haven't seen the affidavit, but depending upon what it says, you know, if they come across something else, you know, there's something called plain view. So if something's in plain view, or if they search and they find something other than what the search warrant states, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's invalid.
Is there 1,000 pounds of weed in my suit pockets? You crooked cops need to stop it.
One thing I will give Afroman is that he's very neat. I mean, look, all his suits are neatly organized. His shoes are nice.
Yeah, look at this shit apartment behind me. This whole winter I was struggling keeping it clean. It's not clean now either. You know, maybe that's part of being a successful artist is you keep a clean house. Maybe his ex-wife was cleaning it.
Nice and neatly organized. The living room is in order.
Any kidnapping victims inside my CDs? The Adams County Sheriff Department, you can get these. There are no kidnapping victims in my CDs.
I don't think there's any kidnapping victims in his CDs.
How many pounds of weed are inside my CDs?
Hell yeah.
I'm loving this. Here's the thing. If you feel like you are being victimized by a cop, this is great revenge. This is a great redress. Let's call it redress, not revenge.
Why are you stealing my money? Why are you stealing my money?
So one of the things that they love to get cash. They love, because guess where it goes? It goes to the sheriff's department or law enforcement, and then they can buy equipment with it. Here in Minnesota, we had a...
Yeah, that's the fucked up thing is they see your money. Like I was saying, if you're walking in New York City and you got cash in your pockets, they go, jackpot. And I'm not even sure that the police department gets it. I think whoever finds it skims it, and they go from there.
A gang strike force a while back that was disbanded because they stole well over $1 million.
Ooh.
I think it was like $3 million.
Damn.
They were just taking money and then not saying anything about it, you know, not charging somebody, and it was really corrupt.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Represent the law, and it's funny. You're still in my legal work hard every day, pay taxes, money.
Yeah, that's fucked, you know?
The sheriff.
Because that rap money is not easy to come by. Like, even these guys who are legends like Afroman, it ain't easy to come by. You throw the lawyer like a Duchlio. Like a Duchlio.
Why would they do that?
Right. Why would they do that?
The sheriff disconnected my cameras. The sheriff should be locked up in slammers. The Adams County Sheriff Department disconnected my cameras.
Yeah, let's sue for defamation. They disconnect the cameras. He points out that they disconnected the cameras. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Did you have to traumatize my kids?
And that's the other thing. That's fucked up, too.
That is another byproduct of a felony warrant or search warrant because, you know, I mean, imagine being there at night sleeping and all of a sudden your kids are there and then bashing down the door like that and guns ablazing. You've got, you know, and how many guys did they have executing this warrant? You know, they've got at least 7.
Look like more than 7.
Pay me for doing me wrong. Will you pay me for doing me wrong? Will you pay me for doing me wrong?
When you have constitutional violations, you can sue the cops.
Yeah.
To get redress.
Yep.
Individually, they are likely to have some qualified immunity,
yeah.
Especially if they have a warrant signed by a judge.
Right.
Or will I have to get paid from this song?
Yeah, get paid, man.
So that's Afroman's video for the most part. Now, one thing I didn't see any faces. You can't identify.
No, you can see
anybody
their
that's in this
faces.
video.
What the fuck are you talking about? I just saw all their faces. I saw their faces. What are you talking about? Let's just back it up a little bit. Hold on. Well, that's not the best.
So that's Afroman's video.
All
for the
right.
most
Well,
part.
their faces.
Now,
I don't
one
know
thing
what he's
I didn't
talking
see,
about.
I didn't
I'm
see
disappointed in
faces.
this lawyer right now.
You can't identify anybody that's in this video.
I could.
So let's kind of look at the complaint. I love this complaint. This is hilarious. After the search was concluded, Foreman used portions of the recordings of the search from his wife's phone and surveillance cameras to create music videos about the search. These music clearly portray the images, likenesses, and distinctive appearances, personas of many of the officers in the search, including those of all plaintiffs. Now, if all we're dealing with is this video or videos kind of like this, none of them show. You can't identify any particular person.
I disagree with that, but it shouldn't matter anyway. They're in his house. You know, coming in my house, I'm taking your picture. I don't really know what else to tell you.
Posts like Instagram. So they're here's what they're suing for: violations of Ohio Revised Code, Chapter 2741, unauthorized use of individuals' personas. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. And then the second count is invasion of privacy, misappropriation of somebody's image. And then count 3, invasion of privacy, false light publicity. And then count 4, unreasonable publicity. And count 5, is what they're looking for. And they want $25,000 at least a piece. But let's talk about the main count. The main count is using an individual's persona for commercial purpose without authorization. There is an exception. So, like, let's say there's a news article or, some recounting something. So, for the purposes of this subsection, this is the Ohio statute. The use of an aspect of an individual's persona in connection with any news, public affairs, sports broadcast, or account, and this would be an account, does not constitute a use for which consent is required. Otherwise, you need to get somebody's consent. But you know what? Nobody's persona is identified. And one of the things they're saying is they had lost
Yeah, not
their
this time.
reputation.
I mean, he literally calls
my-
like one of them like Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. But you can say that. I could put out a song. I mean, Eminem made a song about killing his ex-wife. She didn't sue him.
privacy. It's just bullshit. It's
to this day, I kind of feel like that was a fucked up move on Shady's part. But I mean, I wasn't there. You know, look, I don't like my ex-wife at all. I think she's a jerk. But I can't see myself going there. Like I said, I wish I had the kind of ex-wife where it's just like, yeah, we're cool. It just didn't work out between us. Not me. I got this like narcissistic, fucking only thinking of herself in every situation, stirring up drama and bullshit any chance that she gets person. You know, this went from my best friend to shit in minutes. But anyway, enough about me. Back to Afroman.
These cops are just suing him because they are pissed off that he has turned the tables.
Yes,
so to speak.
Yep.
I think it's kind of hilarious, actually.
Yeah, that's why everybody's paying attention.
Hilarious because the name of the he calls I think the album is Lemon Pound Cake or he just really because remember you see that officer standing in front of the lemon pound.
Whoops. Yeah, let's see where. Oh, come on, really?
A warrant or search warrant because, you know.
Yeah, let's see. I just want to see how what's popping with Afroman's Spotify. Let's see what's going on here. So, oh look, it's me, Ken and Judy's kid. So Afroman, how many listeners you got, bro? 4 million. So 1 million plays is like 8 G's, give or take. Maybe it's half that. Maybe it's 4. So this guy's making like 25 large, you know, he's going for it. Like he's got it. Look at these plays, man. This guy's made his money. Getting it back. A single. Hell yeah. This dude does his thing, bro. Good Times Afroman. Let's see. Albums of 2024. Drunken High and the Greatest Hits Live. Hell yeah. I'm going to listen to some of this afterwards. Yeah, Afroman's a legend, man. He's doing his thing. And these cops, they made it so much bigger by just getting up in his shit.
I mean,
Barbra Streisand effect.
Imagine being there at night, sleeping, and all of a sudden your kids are there. And then bashing down the door like that and guns ablazing. You've got, you know, and how many guys did they have executing this warrant? You know, they've got at least 7.
More than that.
You pay me.
Like this.
I think we're down here.
Account.
Let me go
Talk
here.
about the main count. The main count is using an individual's persona for commercial purpose without authorization.
Mm-hmm.
There is an exception. So, like, let's say there's a news article or, you know, some recounting something. So, for the purposes of this subsection, this is the Ohio statute. The use of an aspect of an individual's persona in connection with any news, public affairs, sports broadcast, or account, and this would be an account, does not constitute a use for which consent is required. Otherwise, you need to get somebody's consent.
There you go. There's the answer to the question that I asked earlier. If someone comes into your house, it's known as an account, and this is an accounting, I guess. Yeah, man, you're cooked. You just wasted everybody's time, too. That's the thing about these pigs. They wasted everybody's time. They got up there. They had the crocodile tears. I'm surprised that didn't come up. You know, that lady was like, they call me Lick 'em Low Lisa. You're not a victim. You were riding along and you were acting like a jerk to this guy. Awfulness.
But you know what? Nobody's persona is identified. And one of the things they're saying,
he keeps saying that. I don't think he's aware of the other things.
You know, they've invaded my.
Oh,
privacy.
this is from 3 years ago. So this is before all the other songs dropped, like Lemon Pound Cake.
This is bullshit. It's these
3
cops
years?
are just
3 years. That lawsuit took 3 years. Yo, no way. Did it really take 3 years? Hold on. I'm asking ChatGPT. How long did the entire lawsuit take for Afroman? Let me see what happens here. 3 years from start to finish. So this criminal lawyer was like right on it when it dropped, bro. I didn't even know any of this was going on then.
Suing him because they are pissed off.
So I'm sorry, I take what I said back. I was kind of shitting on the lawyer. I was like, come on, man, you're normally better than this. I didn't realize that this video was 3 years old. So respect to Bruce Rivers. He's a criminal lawyer.
That he has turned the tables, so to speak. I think it's kind of hilarious, actually. But I think this is hilarious because the name of the he calls I think the album is Lemon Pound Cake or he just really, because remember you see that officer standing in front of the lemon pound cake, and so he posted on Instagram, and this is one of the things they're complaining about, with an image of plaintiff Sean Cooley beside an image of Peter Griffin, Family Guy. And the caption says, "Good morning, ladies. What up, fellas? Congratulations to police officer Pound Cake. Thank you for getting 5.4 million hits on TikTok. I couldn't have done it without
God
you.
Damn.
Congratulations again. You're famous for all the wrong reasons." As you can see, all my Pound Cake is
infamous. He's infamous.
Gone. Officer Pound Cake confiscated my Pound Cake. He said something happened to his body camera on the way to the evidence report. I mean, these are just hilarious. So, I mean, and then there's a bunch of images that he posted on Instagram. But if the things that he's posted don't really contain their faces like the video,
right,
they have got no case. But here's the other thing. I don't think they have a case anyway. And why don't they have a case? Because this is not the kind of thing that is compensable. I mean, he's recounting.
I'm amazed that they went all the way to trial with this, like, for real. I mean, Afroman must have known that he was going to win, and these cops were ignorant enough to think that they actually had a case. Too bad. So sad. You leave with nothing. They thought they were going to get $3 million, I think. They got nothing.
What actually happened, with his own narration.
Yeah.
So this video, it's an account of an executed search warrant. So just like, the news media, they make money off this stuff, right?
Yeah, they do.
So if they had this video, which they have, and you've seen
I'm
this
trying to make money off this stuff
on the news, they don't have to get the officer's consent to play this.
Not at all.
And so it's really a public document, essentially, is what it is.
Right.
And so to that end, they've got no shot, zero shot. And I'd be surprised if this didn't get thrown out on summary judgment from Afroman's lawyer.
Yeah.
So
that's essentially what happened, but it did go all the way to trial.
This has just been our reaction to Afroman. Afroman, if you're watching, keep it up. We love what you do.
Yeah, dude. Afroman, if you're watching me, I opened up for you in Hartford. I don't remember what year. Crooked Minds was there. Good dude. We were happy to be able to help you out at the Webster, man. You're a good human being, and I know that you. I saw some blowback. Some rapper from Rhode Island was like, "Oh yeah, this is Afroman hitting a woman back in blah blah blah." Yo, if you commit a crime and you do the time and you make restitution, it's over and it's good. The reason that we're holding it to the cops here is because they didn't even attempt to do the right thing. They did the wrong thing and then tried to pig pile on them for money. So fuck those pigs. There, I said it.
And we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you.
Let me see if we can get anything. We're almost at the hour here. I only like doing an hour because I clip these out. How old is this? 6 days.
One of the officers, he came up and apologized to me yesterday.
Nice.
And he was telling me how he's a Christian and, this, that, and the other. And I told him that, everything was all right. I love him and everything. But I told him when he kicked down my door and when he told me he wasn't going to help me put it back up, I said, you wasn't a Christian right there. And I told him,
Duccio,
when you flipped off my cameras,
yeah,
you wasn't a Christian right there.
Right.
So I told him that even though I don't hate him and I forgive him, I told him I'm still going to sing that song.
Right.
If I see him in Walmart, I'm not going to stare him down mean. I don't want to fight him. I ain't even mad at him.
Right.
But I'm gonna sing that song.
Sing
if
it.
a man kills a man, he can apologize to the family, but he still got to go on to the penitentiary and do that time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Correct.
Now, they broke down my door. They didn't pay for it. I'm not.
You know what's funny about it? This is like he knows he's going to be on TMZ and he's getting interviewed and that this is going to be a public thing. But it just struck me. Is he just wearing this shit around the house on the regular? Like, if you knock on his door on like a Saturday afternoon, like, Afroman, is that you? Don't do that, obviously. Leave people alone. But like, if you knock on his door and he opens it, is this what you're going to see? This guy is the illest.
I'm mad at him. I'm ready to move on. In my opinion, if the plaintiffs would have won, I believe that judge would have read everything like some Englishman in a square, like, hither, here. The plaintiffs, they get this, that, and the other. But I think he looked through the paperwork and he's seen that I got cleared on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was so mad that he wanted to stay professional without showing his emotions. And he summed it up as short as possible. And he like just disappeared. And we all had to figure out that court was over and we could go. and my lawyer had to come over and tell me that we won. He had to whisper to me because I didn't know what was like. I'm like, hey, what happened? I didn't know what he said. He
wow,
said
that's
really brief and quick.
That's a little messed up in my opinion.
He whispered. He said, "We've won." I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I knew I did the most peaceful, civilized thing I could do. I thought to raise money to pay for the damages. I knew they didn't. I knew they had no business coming to my house in the first place. That's one of them lessons you learn from your dad. You know what I mean? My dad used to tell me, I'm not going to whoop you for fighting. I'm going to whoop you because you was over there. Because if you wasn't over there, you wouldn't have gotten a fight.
That's a good point.
And that's a lesson, in my opinion,
yeah,
they should have learned from their daddy.
Yep.
At the same time, I always figured I had freedom of speech. That's why I didn't feel like I was committing a crime. I thought I was doing something legal and positive.
He is. Because, dude, because you were. You did something legal and positive. You fought back by talking. Well, rapping. By being an MC. You know? And you're a very original MC. Nobody else is MCing like this dude. He's rocking the house, though. Respect to Afroman. You are Afroman.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because coming up, you hear we have freedom of speech. I even got a single out. It says, "Don't you remember you said I had freedom of speech?" So, I took it for granted. I always thought I had it. So when the cops left, I thought I was being a peaceful civilian kicking a can in my backyard, writing some songs, trying to sell some tapes and do something positive.
Yeah, you were.
From the entire experience.
That's exactly what happened. So respect to you, Afroman. You are a beacon of the freedom of speech. All the great artists in this rap shit, that's exactly what they are, man. All of them. Yeah, and to anybody watching, don't ever let them tread on you. Your freedom of speech is an important thing. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequence. Like, you can't just walk up to anybody and be like, "Hey, fuck you, do." Well, even then, I don't think you should, be met with violence for that or anything. I just think that if you drop a fuck you on somebody, there should be some sort of consequence. Ha. So yeah, that was the 21st installment of these Brash Broadcasts, just live off the rip. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to look at on the internet. This is fun. I want to go down the street and get some tacos now. I'm hungry and I'm tired and I need to put away my laundry. Isn't it fun? I'm going to do another one tomorrow night. And then I'm going to do one on Saturday, and then I'm going to put some beats out. So I'm sorry I was kind of inactive this week. I'm here. To the people who want to check me, which many are called, few are chosen. Thank you. Thank you for rocking with me. And this is the Brash Broadcast. We did it. Another installment of the Brash Broadcast. I'll probably take some time off the Brash Broadcast and just specifically focus on making some beats soon. Like this one that I did for the old podcast. Yeah. It's the Brash Broadcast, yo. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.